Alright, y'all. Like normal, I'm gonna wait for some more people to get in here, and then we'll get going. I don't know. That being said, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully y'all could have that day off, spend it with family, friends, stuff like that. Again, wait for some more people. Okay, well, YouTube's sending out kind of fast today, so guess we'll go ahead and get started. So, just it's gonna be a quick live stream. I don't have too much time, but there's a couple things I want to talk about. The church stabbing that I talked about last week. Turns out the person was an illegal immigrant. We're talking about the violence going on in Seattle and Minneapolis over Thanksgiving. Um, Talking about a person that was ran over 3 times in Los Angeles by 3 different drivers. That's about all I got, really. Like I said, it's going to be a quick live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Like I said, hopefully y'all had a great Thanksgiving. Now to start with, let's talk about the California church stabbing. Now, this person has been deported 3 times, okay? Now, a homeless man accused of fatally stabbing 2 people inside California church over the weekend was deported 3 times and never turned over to federal immigration officials before the attack, despite multiple arrests and convictions for violent crimes, authorities said Wednesday. On Sunday, Fernando de Jesus Lopez Garcia, 32, allegedly stabbed 5 people inside the Grace Baptist Church in San Jose. A man died at the scene and a woman later died at a hospital. The lack of cooperation between local police and federal immigration agents because of California's sanctuary policies was criticized by a high-ranking federal agent who said the attack could have been avoided. And yeah, it could have obviously been avoided, but people think that ICE is just here to destroy families. Especially if you go to CNN, they're like, oh, well, they're locked in cages. They're taken away from their families. All these people here that are coming illegal are always talking about, oh, I'm trying to make a better life for my family. I'm trying to do this, trying to do that. Okay. Number one, if you're trying to make a better life for you and your family, you would not come here illegally because you know at any point ICE could just come in and be like, hey, you're here illegally, and they take your family away. That's not making a better life for you or your family. Okay. Number two, you say you're trying to make a better life for you and your family, but you can't get a decent paying job. So what you do is you go work at a factory for 100 hours a week, okay? Make $2 an hour, get paid under the table, do all that work, and then you live off the government. You get housing assistance, EBT, or food stamps, however y'all say it, government phones, free Medicare, alright? All this free stuff. But yeah, you want to make a better life for you and your family, but you're living off the government. I haven't quite got that one yet. Now, regrettably, politics continues to prevail over public safety. Detainers were ignored, and Judge Lopez Garcia was released to the street. Lopez Garcia is accused with 2 counts of murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, battery on a spouse or cohabitant, and violating a protective order. On 3 prior occasions, Lopez has been deported and then ultimately returned to the United States. The church frequently provided shelter and meals to homeless people in the area, officials said. Lopez Garcia has utilized its services in the past and sometimes worked with church staff to set up services, officials said. 4 of the stabbing victims were homeless, and another was a city employee and a volunteer working at the church. The names of the victims will not be released. Lopez Garcia's criminal history includes convictions for disturbing the peace, giving false information to police, resisting arrest, and assault with a deadly weapon, which resulted in a 2-year prison sentence. Again, so this person is obviously violent, and like I said, all these people are so-called making a better life for themselves. If you really want a better life for yourself, you would come here legally. not pay smugglers or coyotes to crush you. You wouldn't pay to get fake documents at the border. You wouldn't work 100 hours for $2 an hour. You wouldn't be living off the government. You wouldn't be doing any of this. You'd be coming here legally, getting a good paying job, and provide for you and your family like you should. Now, at the time of the stabbing, he had a pending misdemeanor domestic violence charge in Santa Clara County that stemmed from a June arrest. He was granted supervisor. Oh, alright, let's see. Alright, he was revoked after failing to appear in court. So, you're telling me, if you're granted supervised release, but you fail to appear in court, then it's just dropped? The leash was over the objection of the Santa Clara District Attorney's Office at the time of his June arrest. Lopez Garcia, a Mexican citizen, was on probation for felony domestic violence conviction in a nearby county. An immigration detainer was sent to the Santa Clara County Jail to hold Lopez Garcia so immigration and customs enforcement agents could take him into custody upon his release. Notification to ICE had been allowed under California's sanctuary policy. Garcia, but the request was not honored and he was released. Again, I keep going on about him. But, you know, I mean, there's really no point, okay, to keep going on about him. I mean, we know he's a threat to the public, and he's just going to keep pretty much getting released. I mean, what is he going to get deported again and, what, a week later come back? People need to let ICE do their job, number one. Number two, let the police officers do their job. And number three, if you don't like it, you can leave, okay? All these people that said they were going to leave when Trump got elected, why y'all still here? Because I can remember very clearly, all these leaders were talking about, oh, we're going to leave if Trump gets elected, you know, it's going to be white supremacy all over, we're going to leave. Last time I checked, y'all are still here, and I don't know why y'all are still here. You know, I mean, it just don't make no sense. If the country is so bad and Trump's the worst president ever, but the biggest thing is you said you were going to leave, so why are you still here? Like, just go ahead and leave and do everybody a favor and just leave. It make your life easier and everybody else's life easier. Now, let's talk about the statues that were vandalized. Now, in Washington State, the Spokane Police Department reported that a statue of the 16th President Abraham Lincoln was vandalized with red paint, while multiple colonial statues, including one of George Washington, were defaced and toppled overnight in Minneapolis. No more genocide, and all colonizers are, I can't say the word, were scrawled in red graffiti on their works. The Pan-Indigenous People Liberation, or PIPL, network took responsibility for the move and explained in a statement that it was partly in response to a call-out for a national decolonial day of action. The American Indian movement had previously pulled down a statue of explorer Christopher Columbus outside the Capitol. Portland, Oregon protesters tagged local markets and a monument dedicated to the veterans of the Civil War, Mexican, Spanish, and Indian wars with anti-colonist rhetoric. Local law enforcement arrested 3 suspects at Portland's Lone Fire Cemetery. The Midwestern hub of Chicago witnessed a similar effort. The protesters only failed to knock down a park statue of President William McKinley on Wednesday. The words "Land Back" were painted in multiple cities, referring to the Land Back campaign. The indigenous movement aims to develop communities in a sustainable manner, defend American land, and fight against white supremacy. Alright, all these people that are out there protesting or rioting, y'all are doing nothing, okay? All you're doing is making yourself look bad. You can say you're fighting white supremacy, you can say you're fighting, climate change, you can say you're fighting Trump, you can say you're fighting police brutality. All you're doing is making yourself look bad, okay? And yeah, there are stupid people out there that agree destroying your city is a great way to make you look better, but it's not, okay? All you're doing is making yourself look bad. making your community look bad, and nobody's going to live there, including you, because all you're going to do is destroy it, go to another city, destroy it, go to another city, destroy it until there's nothing left. But at some point, people are not going to put up with you destroying the city, and that's why you don't go to these smaller cities, because people will not put up with it, okay? You go to these bigger cities where you're in downtown, but yeah, I mean, really nobody lives there, okay? But I'm telling you, when you go to these smaller cities, it will not work. People will not put up with it. Now, as citizens took to the streets in droves following the police killing of George Floyd, state and local governments were forced to make decisions over the remove Confederate statues and monuments that, in some cases, have been standing for over a century. Over the summer, the Democratic led House of Representatives voted to remove Confederate statues from the U.S. Capitol. Now, again, I've covered George Floyd a million times, okay? So you already know how I feel about that. But as far as the Confederate statue goes and monuments go, a lot of people, for them, that's just their history. That's how they were brought up. That's how, they were lived. That's part of their heritage, okay? Now, me personally, okay? I don't care either way, okay? I don't think it should be taken down, but also at the same time, like, it doesn't bother me either way. Like, it don't offend me. It is what it is, okay? Now, there are people that I know that feel strongly about it, okay? Like I said, it's part of their heritage, okay? So, I can't really relate. I don't know much about it. It's not part of my heritage or anything like that. But I'm not going to sit here and burn every flag I see or anything like that either. Now, back to LA. This is about the man that was hit by 3 separate drivers. Alright, so a man identified as 50-year-old Jose Fernandez was crossing Central Avenue at 78th Street when a motorcycle traveling northbound ran into him around 7:39 p.m. Sunday. Surveillance video released by the LAPD South Traffic Division showed Fernandez as he was knocked to the ground. As he remained lying in the street, Fernandez was struck by a second vehicle and then a third. All 3 drivers left the scene. A separate surveillance video taken from a closer angle showed who police described as a male briefly got off his dark colored sports bike before taking off and fleeing the scene. No one stopped and helped out Mr. Fernandez as he lay there. Detective Ryan Morris said at a news conference guy on a motorcycle he could have easily went off on the street, maybe stopped and blocked traffic and prevented maybe the second or third collision from happening, but he elected to get back on his motorcycle and took off and fled the scene. Now, could the guy on the motorcycle stop traffic? Yeah, he could have, okay, but also at the same time, I don't think he should have fled the scene, obviously, but, I don't think he has the power to stop traffic. Now, he could have obviously, stood there with the man to try to get him on the sidewalk and then call 911 and be like, hey, this man's lying in the middle of the street. Now, I can't understand how this man got hit by a car 3 times. Not even the same car, 3 different cars, okay? Like, 3 different cars, and none of them cars stopped to help. No other car stopped to help or anything. Now, police described one of the vehicles involved in the incident as a white sedan. Nobody else has any information on the other vehicles, suspects, or anything like that. So, if any of y'all have information on that, you have to call the LAPD South Traffic Detectives at 323-421-2500. Again, that's if any of y'all have information. Probably a long shot, but if I can help this person out, then, obviously I want to do my best and do everything I can to help him out. So, like I said, those are the 3 main stories that I wanted to cover. Like I said, not going to be a long live stream. There's a lot of stuff to do. Stuff I got to do. But there's one more main story that I want to cover, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this. Now, this is about Netflix new show about police violence is inspired by Ahmaud Arbery. Now, as y'all remember, Ahmaud Arbery was not killed by police. He was not killed at all by the police. Just like Trayvon Martin, they tried to get him as police brutality, but he was not killed by the police. Now, Ahmaud Arbery was not killed by the police either. He was killed by two white people. And again, I don't even know what happened there really. I still don't know how to feel about that, okay? They say he was suspicious, robbed something, chased him down, he got shot and killed. Alright. So, let's see what they're saying here. Netflix is about to release an animated film called Cops and Robbers about racial profiling by police based on the killing of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery, but Arbery wasn't shot by a law enforcement officer. Animation and activism unite in this multimedia spoken word performance that brings awareness to racial profiling, police violence, and other injustices. It's how Netflix has described the upcoming production on its streaming service. The animated film, which is slated for release on December 28th on Netflix, was written by Timothy Warren Hill and Aaron Manor and was inspired by a poem Warren Hill wrote after the selfie video of Ahmaud Arbery's fatal shooting was released on May 5th. The director said they made the movie for all the black men and women and children who have been victims of racial profiling, police violence, loss of life, and other injustices just for being themselves. Alright. First of all, I know a lot of black people, okay? I know black people that are in the military. I know black people that are in law enforcement. I know black people that are doing very well for them and their families, or just the ones who live by themselves, alright? So, with that being said, before I go any further, being shot for just being yourself, that can happen to anybody, white, black, Hispanic. I mean, just like the 15-year-old Hispanic teenager who shot 8 people in the mall, okay? 4 of them people were innocent bystanders. So you're telling me that they were all black? No, they weren't, okay? I mean, mass shooters come in all colors. Black, white. School shooters come in all colors. Black, white. Hate comes in all colors, okay? Now, anyways. How do we get a place of seeing black people as human beings? Warren Hill contained. Do cops remember being kids when we used to just play together? That's the last line of the poem that I posed at the end. Do you remember when you were just a human and you weren't a police officer? It wasn't black and blue, it was us. And where did that disconnect happen? When you joined the force, and how can you go back to that humanity that you had growing up as a kid and still work with your uniform and still serve and protect people, he asked. Alright, first of all, you being a police officer has no recognition. Okay, if you know somebody, you pull them over, it don't matter. Alright, all that goes out the window. Alright, if you knew someone 20 years ago and you just played them as a kid, but they got pulled over for speeding, that goes out the window, okay? You gotta put all that aside, alright, because that don't matter no more. Fact is, he was speeding, okay? Or if you respond to an active shooter call, alright, let's just say you find out you know the person. It don't change the fact that you know the person. You still gotta take out the threat, okay? It don't matter if it's a family member, someone you've known for 50 years, it don't matter. You gotta take out that threat, alright? And that's just the police officer's job. It's not white or black. It's their job to take out an active threat or stop a threat and to protect the community. That's just how it is. It has nothing to do with white or black. Now, Manor told Pickett Smith that he wanted to make a film out of the poem after he saw the video of Arbery's killers chasing him down like an animal on the street. Again, they were not police officers that killed Ahmaud Arbery. Critics have hailed the powerful message and the production, but one important fact has not been made clear in the marketing and advertising of Cops and Robbers. Arbery was not shot by a police officer. He was killed by a son of a former district attorney investigator who had lost his police powers almost a year earlier. A police report said the incident on February 23rd began when Arbery drove past the home of 64-year-old Gregory Michael and his son, 34-year-old Travis McMichael. The McMichaels told police afterwards that they thought Arbery was the suspect in several recent burglaries in the neighborhood, so they armed themselves and they chased him. Okay, I mean, you know, again, they are not police officers, so do they have the right to follow? I mean, I believe, and where this happened, they have the right to follow them if there is a crime suspected. Now, I don't know if this is in here or not, but I believe they did have the right to follow them. Anyways, let's keep going. The men in their pickup truck and followed the 25-year-old as he jogged through the neighborhood. A video filmed by Michael's friend William Bryan, who's following, and another vehicle showed Aubrey running up the middle of the residential road toward a white pickup truck and was stopped ahead of him. The video showed Aubrey ran around the truck in a struggle and see before he reappeared back in front of it again and engaged in a hand-to-hand struggle for Travis with Michael's shotgun. Aubrey was shot twice in the chest and died at the scene. No arrests were made for more than 2 months after the shooting, as the case was passed from prosecutor to prosecutor, prompting outrage from Aubrey's family and community. It has since been reported that McMichael's former boss, Brunswick Judicial Circuit District Attorney Jackie Jones, told police not to arrest either McMichael on the night Aubrey died. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation was asked to assist in the investigation of Aubrey's death in early May, and 48 hours later, both Gregory and Travis McMichael were arrested for murder. The man who filmed the video of the shooting was also charged later with murder. Now, some of y'all can explain this better. Like I said, y'all have the experience. I don't. So, I don't know how the man filmed the whole thing. I don't know how he got charged with murder. I don't know how the son got charged with murder. Now, it's still unclear who shot both rounds, okay? But again, if you don't shoot, how do you get charged with murder? If you're filming the video, how do you get charged with murder? Like, I just don't understand that one. But again, some of y'all can explain that better than I can. So I don't understand how he can get charged, all three of them get charged with murder when only, one person shot the gun, maybe 2 people, but 3 people got charged with murder. But again, some of y'all can definitely exaggerate on that more than I can. Like I said, y'all have the experience and all that. I don't. But like I said, this was going to be a quick live stream. I don't know what happened on the YouTube today. I guess y'all will catch it on repeat. I don't know. Like I said, YouTube's acting weird. Like I said I lost 10 subscribers yesterday, okay? Gained them all back. Lost 2, gained them 2 back, and I lost 15 this morning, so I don't know what's going on YouTube. Like I said, they give me good days, they give me bad days. I guess it just depends on how they're feeling, really. I don't know. I noticed I do have my trolls back again. For any of y'all that don't know, for a while there, all my videos were getting like 2, 3, 4 dislikes. It don't matter what it was. Now I got those. At least I got at least 1 troll back. Because now all my videos getting 1 dislike. But I will say thank you to the trolls out there. Every little bit helps. So, like I said, I hope all y'all had a great Thanksgiving. I don't know when another live stream will be. I'll try to do a video tomorrow. We'll see. But like I said, I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. As always, y'all stay safe out there. Thank y'all for watching.